You for this one. The issue of capital punishment has been under scrutiny after problems across the country with access to drugs commonly used. Also, the botched execution that happened in Oklahoma recently. What is your stance on the death penalty in California?
I do support the death penalty here in California for the most violent criminals that we face in our community. I believe strongly that if somebody were to walk on the campus of a public school here or execute a police officer, that jurors should have the option of making that decision. I also recognize that the death penalty is broken here in California. I have been one of the advocates for fixing that. I intend to do that in the future, but I believe very strongly that the death penalty is reserved for the most heinous killers, which are cop killers, baby killers, serial killers, child rapists, and those types of murderers. But it needs to be exercised with caution and discretion, and that's what we do here in Sacramento County. But I do believe it should be an option that jurors can make a decision on.
Anne-Marie, thank you. Todd Leras, same question.
I've repeatedly said throughout the course of this campaign that the death penalty remains the law, and that I, as district attorney, am obligated to follow the law. However, unlike the other two people in this race, I'm opposed to capital punishment. I think it's broken. I don't see any way that it can be fixed. And quite frankly, trying to speed up the process, trying to streamline it will never work. It gives a false promise to the victims of crime. The reason I say that is you're talking about the most heinous and awful crimes imaginable, and the leading cause of death right now on death row is old age. That's a sad state of affairs. It's not going to be fixed. I've appeared in front of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals and argued appeals there. I have that experience, and I know that no matter what fix is attempted for a broken system, that the Ninth Circuit and the Supreme Court are ultimately going to have the final word. And my expectation is that at some point the voters are going to say this system is broken, it's overly expensive, and it needs to be scrapped.
Todd, thank you. Maggie Krell, same question.
I support the death penalty in the most serious and extreme of murder cases. During my career, I've prosecuted some of those cases. One was Eric Royce Leonard, who murdered 6 innocent victims. He's on death row, and I believe he deserves to be there.
Okay, and we're going to wrap things up with our closing remarks from all three.